GT Holidays, South India's #1 travel brand.
GUVI, a vernacular edutech brand, skilling everyone everywhere.
Welcome to Kannada Plus, Manoj Bajpayee. It's such a pleasure to have you here.
Oh, thank you. It's my pleasure to be with you.
What is the first film that you saw in the theatre?
Oh, that's a difficult question because what I remember, it was, I may be wrong, Padosan?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was very little. And my mother says that I started crying looking at Mr. Kishore Kumar. Because he was making all kind of faces. So, that kind of disturbed me.
What, in your definition, is a good performance?
Truthfulness.
Truthfulness.
Yeah.
Okay. Which actor influenced you the most when you started watching movies as a child?
Mr. Bachchan.
Okay.
Yeah.
No brainer.
Nobody.
Okay.
I mean,
so
my childhood hero.
okay.
Yeah.
Were there any specific films of his that you?
Diwar,
Okay.
Zanjeer, so much so that I have never watched Zanjeer and Diwar again, because I want that memory of that impact to be alive in my mind. I don't want to feel that, oh, Diwar doesn't look the same, Zanjeer doesn't look the same. I don't want to go through that emotion, and only for that reason I've never seen them twice.
You've seen both movies just once.
And that too when I was a very little kid.
Oh my God! And
Yeah.
but you still remember it.
I remember them.
Wow. Who is the person that has influenced you the most?
Barry John.
Okay.
Yeah.
Your
I think
acting teacher. Yeah.
my theatre teacher and acting teacher for everything. But I would say that my father was a farmer, so he didn't know anything outside his village. So all the ways, all the ideas, and the principle, and all the good habits, all the good things that a father teaches to his child was done by Mr. Barry John. Okay, my father was he was a great influence. He was very close to me. He died last year. He was very, very close to me, but he was completely burdened by the responsibilities that he had. The only thing that he wanted all his children to do was to become a graduate, at least, and do anything that they wanted to do. This is where he contributed a lot. Somewhere only because of him, my relationship with my daughter is very, very friendly. Not of a daughter and father. It's because of my father. But that was one thing I learned from him. Other than that, everything that I learned from Mr. Barry John is something the urban child learns from their father.
Right. A little off question from that, which is not counted here, is that was there any guilt when you decided to pursue acting instead of, let's say, taking up an IT job or something and helping your family?
I was good for nothing.
Okay.
So, had I not become an actor, I would have been married off at the age of 19, 20. And right in front of you, I wouldn't have been sitting here. Maybe because of that genetic thing, my son would have been sitting here talking to you. I was good. I was above average in studies, but I never wanted to do anything else but to become an actor.
Right. So there was that guilt thing never happened.
No, I have realized one thing, that if I pursue my dream, if I chase my dream, which is impossible, which looked impossible coming from the kind of place I come from and the family I come from. But one thing I knew, that if I do well, all the family members will do well.
Yeah. What is the best decision you've ever made in your life?
To take that train.
Take the train from
Patna.
Yeah.
I think that's the best decision I made.
You once said that I need good roles, but I need money too.
Yeah.
Are you finally in a position where the two are matching up?
There were times when I almost charged nothing for the films. I always say that, actor never decides his money. It's the market which decides the money.
Right.
Okay? And I don't demand a money. I get the money which market gives it to me. No producer in any industry in our country, including Tamil Nadu or Andhra, Telangana or Kerala, no producer will give you anything that you don't deserve, or market will not allow you to have it. So people should be rest assured that if the actor is getting a amount of money, is because producer can afford it.
What is the biggest regret of your life?
Oh yes, my biggest regret is that I left my parents behind, and I never saw them, aging every day, because my going back to the village used to be, after 3 years or 4 years, and suddenly I used to see those extra wrinkles on their foreheads, and that used to disturb me quite a lot. But I knew one thing, that no matter how emotional I get about it, but I knew one thing, that I have to choose one thing, either be with them or be without them and do a lot of good for my family. So I had to make that sacrifice, and I'm happy that I made it. The regret is not there. Regret is that they have grown old in my absence.
Right. Your favorite performance of Manoj Bajpayee is?
That's a difficult question. Because
well, sometimes you have to be outside of yourself.
Budhiya Singh, I would say.
Okay.
Yeah. Budhiya Singh was somewhere. I felt that he should have gotten his due, and also Gali Guliyan. Why I say it? When I watch my own film and I forget my own self, that is the success of my own performance. And if I don't forget myself, I keep hitting myself, as to why I have done this, why I have done that, why I couldn't remember this, why I forgot that. So I'm very, very, I'm quite hard on myself. That is why I always say that I don't need Baradwaj to be hard on me. I am so bloody hard on.
I'm never hard on you. I always
I'm just saying, even if you guys are hard, I'm harder on myself. I'm so. So much so that I don't watch Monitor, Baradwaj. Because if I watch it, without fail, I'll ask for one more.
Right.
And I know that there will be no end to it. So I don't watch the Monitor at all.
And finally, your favorite film of all time is?
There are so many. I would only talk about Indian cinema.
Let's say Indian, yeah. Let's say Hindi.
Hindi.
Yeah.
My all-time favorite is Pyasa.
Okay.
And Ard Satya. And most of Govind Nilani's film.
Yeah.
And Junoon. I can't get over that film and Mr. Nasuddin Shah's performance. Hum Dilli Haar Gaye, the way he says it, or Mirch Masala. I can give you so many names.
Yeah,
I can't. Akrosh,
hard.
I can't forget Mr. Puri's that performance. It's very difficult to better anything that Mr. Puri has done.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that was actually such a. It was almost like they were a parallel star system, because it was when you said Nasir, Shabana, Om, Smita, they were almost like stars of a parallel galaxy.
You know why it is commendable, because these films were only given one show.
Yeah.
Or one show in one theatre, or one show in a theatre which will be 20 kilometers from where you live.
Right.
Okay. So, but still they dared to make those films when the mainstream onslaught was too heavy.
Yeah.
And when you have an enigma like Mr. Bachchan was at his best of the game. So, and still these guys have been, making those films, performing in the manner they performed with that much of conviction. I think that is something one should really write about. That's the cinema which is responsible for so many Manoj Bajpayee, so many Irfan, and so many Nawaz.
So yeah, that you're so right about that, and thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah.
GT Holidays, South India's #1 travel brand.
GUVI, a vernacular edutech brand, skilling everyone everywhere.